Hello, this is Sabika Syed and welcome to the print headlines. Lok Sabha takes up resolution seeking removal of Speaker Om Birla. The Lok Sabha today took up for discussion a resolution seeking the removal of Speaker Om Birla, a rare step taken only twice before in the House, with Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi opening the debate. The Congress-led opposition accused Birla of partisan behavior, including disallowing the leader of opposition from finishing his speech during the motion of thanks debate, suspending 8 Congress MPs, allowing objectionable remarks against Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi, and accusing Congress MPs of planning an attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Gaurav Gogoi says resolution aimed at saving constitution. Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi said the opposition was compelled to bring a resolution seeking Speaker Om Birla's removal to save the constitution and restore the dignity of the House. He alleged that the environment in Parliament had become such that the leader of opposition was not allowed to speak during the motion of thanks debate on the President's address. Gogoi also said the opposition was compelled to take the extraordinary step not out of personal enmity but to uphold the decorum and dignity of Parliament. Opposition alleges microphones being weaponized in Lok Sabha. Gaurav Gogoi alleged that microphones in Parliament were being weaponized, claiming that while the Treasury bench was freely allowed to speak, opposition members, especially leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, were prevented from speaking by switching off microphones. Centre invokes Essential Commodities Act to prioritise gas supply. The Centre has invoked the Essential Commodities Act to prioritise natural gas allocation to key sectors amid disruptions linked to the West Asia conflict. The government said sectors such as domestic PNG supply, CNG for vehicles, LPG production, fertilizer manufacturing, and several industries would be prioritised. LPG shortage hits Hyderabad hostels and PGs. Paying guest accommodations and hostels in Hyderabad have begun to feel the impact of a shortage of commercial LPG cylinders, with some owners reporting supply drops of up to 75%. The shortage comes amid supply constraints linked to disruptions caused by the ongoing conflict in West Asia. ECI says Bengal polls will be free from violence. Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar said the Election Commission aims to ensure that the upcoming West Bengal polls are free from violence and intimidation while ensuring all eligible voters remain on the rolls. SC orders tribunals for appeals in Bengal voter roll revision. The Supreme Court directed the Election Commission to set up appellate tribunals headed by former Calcutta High Court judges to handle appeals related to the special intensive revision of electoral rolls in West Bengal. Supreme Court stresses balance in IT rules hearing. The Supreme Court of India urged balance between tackling fake online content and protecting free speech as the centre defended the information technology rules, saying they are not meant to curb humour, satire or criticism of the government. Delhi High Court issues notice to Kejriwal and Sisodia. The Delhi High Court today issued notice to Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia on a plea by the Enforcement Directorate seeking removal of certain remarks made against the agency in a trial court order in the excise policy case. Kerala High Court issues notice to Dilip in 2017 actor rape case. The Kerala High Court issued notices to actor Dilip and others after the state government challenged their acquittal in the 2017 actor rape case. The government has also sought enhancement of punishment awarded to 6 convicted persons in the case. Arundhati Roy criticizes India's stance on Iran war. Author Arundhati Roy criticized the Indian government for not condemning US and Israeli attacks on Iran, accusing the government of remaining silent amid the escalating conflict in West Asia. Iran says it will determine when war ends. A spokesperson for Iran's Revolutionary Guard said Tehran would decide when the ongoing conflict ends. Iran officials also said that the country is prepared for a prolonged war amid continued US and Israeli attacks. Kremlin says Putin's mediation proposals on Iran are still on the table. The Kremlin said Russian President Vladimir Putin's proposals to mediate in the Iran conflict remain on the table. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said Russia is ready to assist in reducing tensions, but noted that mediation would require multiple agreements and understandings among the parties involved. Aramco warns of catastrophic consequences if Hormuz shipping halted. Saudi oil giant Aramco warned that global oil markets could face catastrophic consequences if the Iran war continues to disrupt shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. CEO Amin Nasir said disruptions were already affecting shipping and insurance sectors and could trigger wider economic impacts. India to supply 5,000 tons of diesel to Bangladesh. Nearly 5,000 tons of diesel is being imported from India to Bangladesh through a pipeline via the Parbatipur border. Bangladesh Petroleum Corporation Chairman Mohammad Rezanur Rahman said the supply is part of an agreement under which India provides 180,000 tons of diesel to Bangladesh annually through the pipeline. Sri Lanka hikes fuel prices amid oil price surge. Sri Lanka has increased fuel prices by over 8% amid panic buying and rising global crude prices, which have crossed $100 per barrel following escalating tensions in West Asia. Australia to send missiles to UAE, deploy surveillance aircraft. Australia will deploy a military surveillance aircraft to the Middle East and send missiles to the United Arab Emirates, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said today. He said the Boeing-manufactured E-7A wedge-tail aircraft would be deployed initially for 4 weeks to help protect Gulf airspace, stressing that Australia would not deploy troops on the ground in Iran. RSP wins 125 seats in Nepal, eyes majority government. Nepal's Rashtriya Swatantrata Party has won 125 of the 165 seats under the direct voting system as vote counting concluded under the first past-the-post format. The results place the party in a position to form a majority government with proportional representation counting still under the way. Trump bought Netflix bonds during Warner Brothers bidding battle. US President Donald Trump bought more than $1.1 million worth of Netflix bonds in recent months as the company battled Paramount Skydance in a bid to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, according to government disclosures. BCCI announces a 131 crore rupee reward for India's T20 champions. The Board of Control for Cricket in India has announced a 131 crore rupee cash reward for the Indian men's T20 World Cup winning team and their support staff. BCCI Secretary Debajit Saikia said the win made India the first team to win the ICC men's T20 World Cup 3 times. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.